chat TGG reads and how you read it is mad. TGG hasn't read shit for me once, lol. Okay, to defend the gorilla a little bit, he does have a lot more messages than I do. He probably has like 100 times the amount of messages I'm getting. So it's kind of a lot easier for me to keep up with chat. But yeah, if you do want a more interactive, better, funner, sexier YouTuber to watch, I'm your guy. Yeah, I think there are definitely two types of streams that are enjoyable for different reasons. There's a type of stream where you get to interact with the streamer, either because they have a lower audience or they just tend to be the type of streamer that tries actively super hard to interact with the audience. Or there's a type of stream you watch for the gameplay, or just how funny the streamer is by themselves without the need to interact with chat. Depends what you want. I think in general, the streams I tend to watch are ones where I don't really have a type in Twitch chat or YouTube chat whenever I'm watching a live stream. So I don't really mind. But I completely understand people that want that back and forth with the streamer as much as you can. I completely understand him only reading super chats, especially with a stream at the moment when he has like 20,000 people watching or whatever. I can't imagine he's always like that. I mean, then again, I don't know. But also, again, even when I have a lot of viewers, I don't read every chat. There's also the thing that I mention a lot, and it's not me trying to be mean or rude or disingenuous or ungrateful as a streamer, but there are a lot of people who send messages that are just repetitive, redundant, dumb, that don't really warrant a response from me. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean or not recognize that that person's chatting. It's just that a lot of the time, if I spent all my mental and physical, because speaking does hurt after a while, energy on responding to what's your favorite car, what time is it in Australia, what's the best heist, over and over and over again, the stream would get extremely tiring and boring for both me and the viewer very fast. So you absolutely, as a streamer, need to pick and choose the things you respond to. And with an audience and viewership as big as someone like TGG is getting at the moment, picking the super chats and the one or two messages that are very interesting makes the most sense to me. He's better towards the start of streams because less people are in them. That's the reason why. At the start of streams, unlike videos, where videos, if you look at the back-end analytics of a YouTube channel, videos will get the majority of their views in the first hour, and then it will slowly drop off over time. Whereas live streams will get usually the least amount of views in the first hour and get more and more and more as you go throughout the stream. For the most part, there's obviously outliers to the rule, but that's typically how it works. So at the start of a stream, it's a lot easier to interact with the lower amount of people, and you're obviously going to have the most energy at the start of a stream because you're not tired out yet. Then of course, as the stream goes on, more people join and you get more tired, it's going to start to get more difficult for you to respond to chatters, especially if similar questions have been asked throughout the stream a bunch up to that point. You know, he was asked 20 times about the Billy post. Exactly. And I do think as a streamer, you do have some sort of obligation to respond to questions that viewers ask you. Someone may join the stream 4 hours in and ask the same question that has been asked 20 times. And obviously to that one individual, they don't know that that question's been asked 20 times. So when you're rude to them or ignore their question, that one person does feel hurt or ignored or left out. But of course, realistically, you have answered that question a lot. And I think some viewers need to recognize that sometimes, sorry, my light is like off for whatever reason. Sometimes when you're not responding to a single person, it's not because you're not respecting them or don't care. It's just that you've dealt with that same question or statement or joke a million times up to that point, and it's sort of difficult to give it the same energy again. You know? I don't think all streamers are great at doing things, of course. Like, there are some streams I've tuned into that have 5 viewers and still won't talk to their chat. That's crazy to me. But I think once you get past the threshold of like, I don't know, 1,000 viewers, it gets very hard to keep up. Obviously 1,000 viewers and a lot of them are being active and chatting. It gets very hard to keep up. Some viewers need to know that they aren't the main character in a stream. I play Rocket League with a streamer a bunch and he always gets people asking to hop on with him, which he says no because he doesn't play with random viewers. But last night someone didn't want to hop on and the viewer got mad about it. I can relate with that heavily. I can relate with that heavily. I was streaming for the Twitch Drops event about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe a bit more now, 3 weeks ago. And constantly there were people in my lobby or in Twitch chat or in YouTube chat saying, can you help me do my heist? Even in this stream, like someone's asking, can I help sell their businesses for them? And they constantly ask. And while I am playing with viewers, you know, I'm in a crew session, we're having fun. At the same time, there's multiple aspects that go into this. One, if I say yes to one person, I'm then rude if I don't say yes to the next person and the next person and the next person. So you need to set a boundary of what you say yes to, otherwise it gets a bit difficult. And also two, I am trying to play for myself at the same time. I'm trying to grind up so to a certain amount of money, so I'm going to focus on my own businesses and my own money making and do what I want in the stream as well. For me, streaming is not my main source of income, YouTube is. So when I'm streaming, it is for my own personal enjoyment rather than because it's like what I'm doing to entertain you. I don't know. I don't think that's the right way to think about it. But yeah, like even this, I'm trying to do a simple tow truck mission that would usually take about 5 minutes. And it's all this is happening. I'm getting cops on me. It's taking ages to drive because viewers are driving into me and making my life more difficult than it really should be. I could easily just go into invite only lobby and do this by myself. But I do want to still interact with my viewership. But when it gets this annoying, part of me really just wants to go invite only, my god. It's not that I don't want to play with you guys, it's that I want to play in a healthy way with you guys. And being griefed while making money is not that